Many people stay close to someone who hurts them. They know the relationship is painful, but they still cannot walk away. This is a very common experience, and it happens in friendships, family relationships, and romantic relationships. To understand this problem, we need to look at our emotions, our habits, and the way we see ourselves. When we understand these things, we can see why leaving is so difficult, even when we know we should do it. One big reason is the fear of being alone. Human beings want connection. We want someone to talk to, someone to share our day with, someone who listens when we feel sad or tired. When we get used to a person, we feel safe with them. Even when they hurt us, the fear of being alone feels worse. We imagine lonely nights, empty rooms, and silent days. This fear grows in our mind, and it stops us from making a decision that could help us. We stay because we think being alone will feel even more painful. Another reason is that we remember the good moments more strongly than the bad ones. The human brain likes to hold on to positive memories. If someone gave us kindness in the past, we think about those times again and again. We remember the warm conversations, the happy days, and the feeling of being loved. These memories act like a soft light in our mind. They make the painful moments look smaller, even when the painful moments are more frequent. So we tell ourselves, they were good to me before. Maybe they will be good again. This hope makes us stay longer, even when nothing changes. Some people stay because they believe they can fix the other person. They think, I can help them become better. This belief is very strong, especially when the other person sometimes shows signs of change. When they say, I'm sorry, or when they act kind after doing something hurtful, we feel hopeful again. We think our love or our patience can heal their problems. But the truth is that change happens only when a person wants to change. We cannot force someone to be kinder or more responsible. Still, many people stay because they believe their support will one day make everything better. Another reason is habit. When we spend a long time with someone, they become part of our everyday life. We get used to their messages, their voice, their presence, and even their behavior. Even when their behavior hurts us, it still feels familiar. Familiar things feel safe, even if they are not good for us. When something becomes a habit, breaking it feels uncomfortable. So we continue in the same pattern because it feels easier than starting again. Some people hold on because they think they do not deserve better. This feeling can come from low self-esteem. If someone tells us, you are too emotional, you are the problem, or no one else will love you, we may start to believe it. When we believe negative things about ourselves, we stop looking for something healthier. We think that the relationship is the best we can get. This belief is very dangerous because it keeps us in painful situations for a long time. Another common reason is the fear of change. Change is always scary because it is unknown. Leaving a relationship means many things will be different. Our daily routine will change. Our weekends will change. The people we spend time with may also change. Even if these new things could be better, they still feel unfamiliar. The mind prefers what it knows, even when the familiar thing is painful. So we stay because the future feels unclear and uncertainty feels frightening. Many people also feel responsible for the other person. They worry that if they leave, the other person will suffer or feel abandoned. This sense of responsibility keeps them in the relationship. They try to protect the other person's feelings while ignoring their own pain. They think leaving will make them look selfish. But protecting someone who hurts us is not kindness. It is a form of self-sacrifice that can slowly damage our emotional health. We also hold on because of time and memories. When we spend years with someone, we feel that leaving would erase everything we shared. We think about the trips, the celebrations, the long talks, and the promises we made. We feel that walking away means losing a big part of our life. This feeling makes us stay longer, even when the present relationship is very different from the past. We hold on to old memories, not the reality we live in now. So, what can we do if we find ourselves in this situation? The first step is being honest with ourselves. We need to look at the relationship clearly and ask simple questions. Do I feel respected? Do I feel safe? Do I feel understood? If we say no many times, we need to accept the truth. When we accept the truth, we can make better decisions for our future. The second step is to talk to someone we trust. When we stay silent, our thoughts become confusing. But when we talk to a friend or a family member, we hear our own situation in a clearer way. Other people can see things from outside. They can remind us of our worth and show us when something is not normal. Sometimes one honest conversation can open our eyes. The third step is learning to take care of ourselves. Self-care does not need to be big or complicated. It can be simple things like resting, eating well, writing in a journal, or spending time with people who treat us with kindness. When we take care of ourselves, we begin to feel stronger. We begin to remember that we matter. When this feeling grows, it becomes easier to walk away from someone who hurts us. Another important step is setting boundaries. Boundaries are limits that protect our emotional health. For example, we can say, I don't accept shouting, or I need communication that is respectful. If the other person respects these boundaries, the relationship may improve. But if they break the boundaries again and again, then we see the truth. They do not want to change. In that case, leaving becomes a healthy choice. Finally, we need to understand that letting go is not failure. It does not mean we are weak. It does not mean we did not love enough. It often means we loved too much and forgot to love ourselves. Walking away from someone who hurts us is an act of strength. It is choosing peace over pain. It is choosing a healthier future. At first, it may feel very hard. We may feel lonely or sad. But with time, our heart learns to breathe again. We find space for new experiences, new friendships, and new forms of love that do not bring fear or confusion. In the end, we hold on to people who hurt us for many emotional reasons: fear, habit, hope, responsibility, and low self-esteem. These feelings are normal, and they show how deeply we care. But caring for others should not destroy us. We all deserve relationships where we feel respected and safe. When we understand why we hold on, we can learn to let go. And when we let go, we make room for a life that feels calmer, brighter, and more honest.